Welcome to the letter Y dash voices. Go ahead and type that in on YouTube and it'll bring you right to our channel. Go ahead and subscribe and like. It helps the algorithm. Well, but boy, am I excited to talk to you guys today. I want to talk about a company that needs to be in your portfolio. You guys will be able to catch this one down low right now, but it won't be low forever. And the company that I'm talking about today is AMD. Young adults, I need you to listen up. I'm putting you on a company that's not just part of the future, it helps build the future. Okay? We're talking about AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Trust me, after today, you guys will never forget AMD. Let me break this down in a way that's fun and simple for you guys to understand. AMD is basically, I want you guys to think about it, it's basically the engine maker of the digital world. They build tiny computer brains and chips that make your favorite tech come alive. I'm talking about gaming, consoles, laptops, okay? AI systems, cloud, okay, cloud servers. All of these is powered by AMD. This is why it needs to be in your portfolio, guys. Let's start with gaming. If you never played a PlayStation or Xbox, guess what? AMD is inside. Okay? They're the quiet MVP behind those smooth graphics that you see in the games, okay? Uh, those fast load times, okay? Uh, Gameplay. AMD is behind all that. They're not just in games, they're powering games. Now let's talk about AI, the new gold rush. Think about it. AI is the new gold rush. Oh yeah, AI is jumping into everything. As people get laid off from their jobs because AI is moving in and taking the jobs that used to be of yesterday. The new innovation is happening, whether you like it or not. AI is all over the place. Everybody's talking about artificial intelligence. But here's the part that most people don't know. AI needs hardware. It needs powerful chips to run, learn, and grow. And AI is building those type of chips. Let me say that again. AI is building the chips that make things run. AI is now learning, okay, and it's growing. AI is building those chips. They're what you call the creative shovels and bulldozers, the rocket engines for AI. Just like building a skyscraper, you're gonna have to have shovels and you're gonna have to have bulldozers so you can dig deep and grow high. This is what AI is like, okay? And for my students, creators, and young professionals out there, AI, Reson, RYZN, laptop chips. Man, those things are now so fast and efficient and bills for people who are grinding. AI is making everything faster, more easable to connect with. And this type of technology is being built for the future. AI is even into medicine now, cancer research, medical research. AMD is behind those things also. But here's where it gets wild. AMD isn't just making regular chips. After acquiring a company called Xlink, Xilinx, they now make adaptable chips, technologies that can literally reprogram itself. I want you to think about that. They're making chips that can reprogram itself. Oh, that's letting me know that AI the future will be thinking on its own. Uh, and you have to agree with me right now. Everybody that's got a phone in their hand, because AI, we really, really smart people if you know how to use the technology on your phone. Huh? You can Google anything and get an answer, and then just go deeper till you find the answer that you like. My point is, information is available, and AMD, they are in robotics, they are in aerospace, 5G, AI. AMD is also in self-driving cars. The futuristic stuff you see in movie. AI is touching all of that, all of that. So why should you care, my young investors? Why should young investors or young adults pay attention? Because AI is not a follower, they're innovation right in front of your own eyes. They went from the underdog to an industry leader. A few years ago, nobody knew about AI. About AMD. But right now, they went from being the underdog, now they're leading the industry. They're one of the top companies that's leading the industry into the future. They're gaining market share every day. They're deep in the AI race, and they are involved in almost every major tech industry that's growing right now. AMD is a part of that. Okay, so I just want you guys to think about this and to start getting this into your portfolio, because we're going to look at the charts a little bit, and we're going to see that now is really a time to start buying AMD and position yourself for the future. And I said all that to say this. Leadership in these great big companies like this is very important. And this company has a female leader. She's the CEO of the company, Dr. Lisa Su. Yeah, she is one of the most respected leaders in the tech business. Her vision literally transformed AMD, the company, into a global powerhouse. So I just said all that to say this. We got us a nice, strong leader that's leading the tech industry into the future. And I've been watching this. We're going to just jump on the charts real quick so you guys can just kind of take a look. I've been watching this for about a year ago. Last year, I was really, really studying it. And Let's go back year to date. Year to date, I had some of this stuff marked off last year. I saw a high last year of about $266.96, a high back there, 260, yeah, 268.49. Okay, remember I told you guys that we get to look at the company by going back. We started a year ago. Now let's just go back 6 months ago. 6 months ago, I saw the high at 167.08. Okay, it had dropped down a little bit. But if you go into the whole 6 months, I want you guys to see how far it dropped. It dropped down to all the way down to $149.57. That's just 6 months ago. As we look back uh, into the history of this company about 6 months ago. And then we're just going to go ahead and pull it up on the 3 months ago. We can see how when it dropped down to 157, if we go all the way back left and start working back to the right, remember I told y'all we always go left, but this time we're going right. We're going to go back and bring it back up. See how it went from the 154 or whatever, and then it started climbing all the way back up. And it hit the 166.95 mark. I marked it off back there. Okay? And then it crashed all the way back down to, I think it ended still above where it was, 180. It was in the 180s. I think it closed out back there about 204, which is still up from the 140s that it was. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let's look back a month ago. A month ago, we saw it at 204. Okay, we saw how we started going back a month ago. It was down at one point at 188. I mean, $180 if you just start opening it up a little bit. Start opening up a little bit, and then we keep on tracing it back. We did see a spike back here. It jumped from it jumped all the way up to 227.03. You know, we're talking about 3 months, but it also fell back to 194.15. Okay, let's just keep on opening it up, and it went sideways. It went sideways. Let's look at where it was uh 5 days ago. All the way up. Let's bring it all the way up to date. Let's just talk 5 days ago. 5 days ago, you had a high of 204, a low of, it closed off about 199. Okay. Then we went through the weekend. Okay. It opened up again at 196. We had a high of 200 as it starts to inch back up a little bit. Then we went through the weekend, through another overnight. It fell down to 188, but it closed at 202.97. Another day went by. It jumped all the way up to 206. And then it closed off at about, it looks like about 202. And last week, on Friday, somewhere around there, we had a high of 209. You see how it keeps inching back up? We had a high of 209, and then it closed off at 204. And we want to look at Monday. Look what happened Monday, guys. it jumped all the way up to, there's that 209 again. It hit 209. We start opening it up a little bit so you guys can see. 209, it started coming down. It started crashing back down. And it went all the way down, if you can see, to 203. 203. Let's bring it on back a little further. It dipped down to 203. Then it started trending back up. And if you open it up last Friday, it ended the day at 204. And it's been running sideways all weekend. So what I'm saying here, it's going to be running sideways all till tomorrow. What I'm saying to you guys is right now, this is probably a good time to start getting back in AMD for the simple reason we see it now at 204. Okay, we see it at 204. And a year ago, we saw it at a high at 268, 269. I'm thinking it's going to run, you guys. I think it's going to run to an all-time high by next year, the middle of next year, as soon as we come out of this war or whatever the president's going to do, whatever it's going to run past 269. It's going to run probably 300. So this is a great opportunity, I think, for everybody to start buying on a dip. I've been telling you guys, buy on the dip when you see it around 200, especially if it drops down into the 199, buy you some AMD. Okay? And soon, I tell you guys, as soon as we get through all this commotion, all this what's going on in the world, and that might be, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 2 weeks. We don't know what the big boys are going to do up top. But all I do know is that as young investors, we have to get ready. So start buying on the dip. AMD is a great company. If you buy it now, I don't think you're going to lose. Now, this is not financial advice, but this is some of the things that I'm looking at. I have AMD in my portfolio already, and I'm averaging costing down till this war and everything is over. And once the market turns back around, because it always does, once they settle their differences, but there's going to always be wars. Uh, United States and Israel has been dropping bombs on people for a long time, and they're going to continue to do that. And I wouldn't be surprised if people start hitting back. Okay, it's just going to be the part of what we're going to have to live through in the world that we live in, because people think that they can kill their way to peace. Impossible. You blow up my house, you blow up my family, and I survive. You think I'm not gonna sit back and try to get you back? See, this is the position that we're putting ourselves in. Okay, thinking that the word says, not by might, not by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord. See, the United States, they think because they got, and Russia and China, they think because they got military might and military power that they can solve the world's issues through might and power. But God has already told us it's not by might, it's not by power, but it's by the Spirit, says the Lord. So until these guys figure it out, you know, until they start listening to some of the young prophets like me, they're just going to tell them the truth. Hey, the world is going to be what it's in, because There's no reason for us to keep fighting and bombing and killing each other and blowing up children in school. These kids that they blew up had nothing to do with what y'all talking about, what these politicians is talking about. Matter of fact, we need to fire all of them. The people need to rise up and start taking care of these leaders because they way off track when it comes to God. Because God don't have anything to do with all this craziness that's going on, you know. So it's been good talking to you guys again, but I do want to put AMD, AMD on the radar for my young investors. And again, we're going to go ahead and open it up. We had a high of 209 today. And it fell all the way down today. Every time it goes up, so we're in a war right now, so I can see why it's falling back down. It's down to like it closed off at 204 today. You know, so we'll see what the next couple of weeks go. But this is opportunity. I want y'all to keep y'all antennas up. If you see it drop down into the 199s and the 180s over the next couple of weeks because of the war, get you some AMD. This is your time. This is your time to get in on a great company that's going to make you a whole lot of money because I see a good $120 run coming in the future. Now, that's just me. It's not financial advice. Do your own research. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Love you. Y dash voices on YouTube.